I chose flow after searching online and going through like thousands of other life coaching courses, just talking to them, like talking to all the people and stuff. And when I called into flow, it was different. It wasn't a sales pitch. I can't remember who I spoke to, but I was telling them what my goals were, the way that they explained flow works. This makes sense to me. And so that's when I joined. It's not just a business. It was more intimate than that. I felt like I was talking to a friend that actually cared about my future. I would say that flow helped me in gaining my confidence by teaching me certain ways how to ask a question. Like the STAR model and stuff that the tools they gave me, it really just helped me kind of settle myself when I'm talking to someone, because I'm a paralegal before. So I was used to having dialogue with someone, but they gave me the confidence by just showing me or giving me certain tools to use with clients. How they went about teaching at Flow, you change as a person. So it's not just about becoming a coach, it's about becoming. I didn't just apply it to the coaching, to the client. I actually applied it to my family, that silence is a part of the answer. And before, I was always like, if somebody was silent a little bit, I'll be like, okay, what do you think about this? And I would go into the next question. But, the way that my instructor, who was amazing, the way that she did the class, she was like, you know what? Let's hold back, because silence is actually a part of the question. When someone is pausing, they're going deeper. I feel that it helped me on my journey by allowing or helping me feel comfortable with myself. And I'm okay, even if I make mistakes. Say 15 minutes before we begin our next lesson, we would have role play, because sometimes we were the client and then sometimes we were the coach. And it was just really helpful, the way that they did it, the way that they allowed you to get into the flow. So yeah, it's called flow for a reason. When I first used the STAR model, I was skeptical at the beginning, right? Yeah. Because I was like, I don't need this. I could just go off of what I know and just ask the question. Mm-hmm. And then when I used the STAR model, and the client, the coachee at the time, right? Because we were coach and coachee. And when she was actually responding to it, I was like, oh my gosh, this actually works. Because what it does is that it really guides the conversation. So it's not just a pointless conversation where you guys were just chatting. It actually gave it direction. And I think that's what I really liked about Flow's instruction, is that the conversations it's directive. So we knew that there was an end goal. Like, it was easy to get that from the client. I'm taken more seriously, because anybody could be a life coach or say they were a life coach, right? So I was online and I was saying I was a life coach. And then when I started at Flow, I seen that, no, I wasn't a life coach, because it wasn't anything that I thought it was going to be. So I think it just gave me guidelines, I guess, of how I need to coach effectively. I would say meant to be. I find that Flow has given me, it wasn't just about the certificate that you get. It's the relationships that you build with the instructors. I mean, my I'd say classmates. I still talk to everyone, and I talk to the new people too, because I was also a training assistant. And so I'm talking to the new people that are coming out too. And these are relationships that I built that I don't think is going anywhere, you know? And when I say going anywhere, I mean, they're not going to end. With Flow, when you join Flow, it's not like you're just joining, say, a school or whatever. You're joining like a family. You're joining a family, and that's what you become. Anyone who is taking coaching seriously, so pretty much anyone, you know, it could be that person who's, say, has the biggest business, or the mom that's just thinking about getting into coaching. So it can be either or. Like you'll feel comfortable, well, mom or dad, anyone who is serious about coaching and starting their own business.